G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Aces of Valor from Legion Wargames. And we are about to go on with Mission 8 of our long 1916 German campaign. But before we do, just for a little bit of interest, this is one of the books that I've had for quite a while. It's a wonderful book. Marked for Death by James Hamilton Patterson, and as you may be able to see, the First World War in the air. And I thought it would be nice, we're talking about all these pilots all the time, so just to put a bit of perspective on it, just looking at some of the pictures of the aircraft and so forth and all the rest of it. But the main thing to do is, here we go. And this is a picture up here of the aces, Max Immelmann and Oswald Bolk. So we've got Max and we've got Oswald here. And then we've got the French ace, Georges Guynemer. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, we've got our French ace here as well. And then, you know, the horrible bits that happened during it and all the rest of it. And then we've got the old Royal Naval Air Service Sopwith Pup with incendiary rockets for balloon busting and all the rest of it. Here we've got Manfred von Richthofen with his Blue Max in Cologne in June 17. Number 1 Squadron RAF officers and ground crew and their 2 mascots near Ypres. And we've got our Newport 11 here. As you can see, we've got the twin Lewis guns up top on the top wing with their elevated position so that the drums can be changed. So that's why it makes it so difficult to do anything. Ernst Udat with his Albatross. Billy Bishop over here. Poor old observer in an FE2D, a 2-seater, standing up so he could shoot backwards with a Lewis gun with another gun in the front and stuff like that, spads and so forth. So that's the sort of stuff I just wanted to quickly go through. And here we have a German ground crew helping with a pilot's parachute. So the Heineck saved many German and Austrian lives in the last 6 months of the war. So that was just a little bit of plus. A wonderful book. If you're interested in any way, shape or form of the First World War in the air, this book is something I would really think you need to talk about. You know, why biplanes, combat and other missions, the making of a flying man, how they lived, aces, airmen and medics, parachutes and fatalism, home defence, Balkans and Mesopotamia, postscript and so forth. Absolutely wonderful book. This one was from Head Zeus, is the publisher. So yes, highly recommended by me. If you have any interest in that subject. So let's get back to the war game. I'll just bring my aircraft back down and we'll come back over here. So as a reminder, we are doing artillery spotting, photo recon I should say, and we're going all the way over here to Amiens. Which means that we can't make it back to Airfield B. We're going, and that's why I've put the clear weather marker here for Airfield C. So I think it was 22 to get over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to get over, which brings it back to, I think, 22 to get back, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So things are going to be a little tight. We are taking, I suppose I may as well leave it like that, eh? Aye. So you can see what's going on. We are taking Oswald, we have Werner, we have Josef, and we have our two-seater. So let's get into it. Photo recon. And away we go. And we're going to come straight down and move over. So we move off. We're looking at 11s or 12s for flight events at the moment. We have heavy clouds this time, which is going to hurt us. Nothing happening there. We move down T'other. And nothing happening there. Down to Railroad. And nothing happening. We come down to St. Quentin. Still nothing. And we start heading west. Still nothing. Into the clear. Still nothing. Into our balloon barrage. Still nothing. And we're now into the trenches in Sector H, our side. So we're looking at 9 to 12s. Nothing there. Over into the German sector. Still 9 to 12s. Nothing happening there, but we do have a chance of arty. Oh, 6. So heavy artillery, heavy AAA. So it's 3 die against each. So Oswald first. Nothing happening there. Werner. Nothing there. Every time I think of Werner, I think of Werner Klempler. Of course, Colonel Klink from Hogan's Heroes. Okay, Josef has 1 potential hit, no modifier, nothing happens there, and our two-seater that we're escorting, and we have 1 potential hit there that can't do anything, but we'll roll it up and see how scared he gets, and he only got half scared. Righto, so we move then over into the forested region in the enemy's rear, and there is no AAA here. So it's 10 to 12. Nothing happening. Over into the rail yard. Still 10 to 12. Over to Airfield C. Nothing happening there. And our mission objective in Amiens, if I'm pronouncing that. And nothing happening there. Okay, so we said 13, so I'm down to 11 now. This is where I need to keep watch on what's happening on the mission turn track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 11 left. Okay, so let's just come over this way. We're about to do our photo recon. So, again, let's just put this here like this so you can see it. We'll put our two-seater up here. And we have heavy cloud. So the first round, we roll a die 6 for AAA against the two-seater. Oh, we get a 6, so it's 3 AAA against the two-seater. I'm sorry, you can't really see the die. And we have 1 potential hit. Let's see how much it's going to put him off. A 2. Okay, so that's not too bad. So what are we doing now? Okay, now we're rolling for his recon. Here we go. We roll a 1. His ground skill is a 0, so nothing there. Cloud modifier is -2. I didn't allow for the heavy clouds here, but it was 5 or 6, so it would have been the same. So we're at -1. So 2 or less, nothing this turn. So we go to round 2. We do our hang on, I've there. I'm sorry, I've gone absolutely brain dead again about whether we do photo missions. Photo recon and artillery spotting are performed by players two-seater as an attack during combat round when the flight is in the appropriate sector. Place the flight on the initiative track and rolling initiative are not necessary. Number of attempts. Yeah, we've got that. Yeah, I think we still do the combat event check. Sorry, a 12. All enemy aircraft apart. So, no problem. Okay, Artie for round 2 is a 3. -1 for heavy clouds is a 2. 2 or less is 2. Okay, 2 Artie dice. Nothing happening there. And we go into our recon again. We get a 5 this time. Minus the cloud modifier, so we're down to a 3. But we're in round 2, so we get one more as a 4. 3 to 4 is average, and we get 2 MP. On top of the 5 that we had for shooting down the heavy bomber last time, we now have 7. Okay, going up to round 3. This costs us a mission turn, so we're down to 10 now. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get home. Righto, to an airfield. Why am I rolling? For combat event. We have a 10 again. We're in the enemy rear, so it's still a 9, so nothing happens there. We roll for Artie for round 3. We have a 1, -1 for heavy clouds, so 2 or less is 3. Now, is a 1 an automatic nothing? No, it doesn't say that, so I'm just going to roll them up. Okay. 3 Artie, nothing happening there, and he rolls in for his last look. And we get a 3. -2 for the heavy cloud is 1. +2 for round 3 is 3. 3 to 4 average. We get 2 more MP, taking us up to 9. And now we can start to head home. Righto, I'll just get rid of this and get rid of this and get rid of this. Bring our flight 1 back over. Get that out of the way. Oh, sorry. Doop. Like that. We're heading back over here. So, heading back home. Da, da, da. Enemy rear. So again, 10s to 12s. Not quite. Over there, railroad. Still heading east. Oh, we do have a flight event. It's a 12. And a 12 in the enemy rear is ground targets. Roll D3. Treat as no effect if escorting 2-seaters or bombers. And that's what we're going to... 2-seaters or bombers. For example, trench strafing or bombers. I'm not going to care about it because I am not going to stop and attack them, so it doesn't really matter. We move back over to the wooded area. So 7, so nothing happening there. No Artie again in this area, and we move into the Tommies trench line. So we're looking at a 9 to 12. Nothing happening there, so it comes down to Artie. We get a 5. -1 for heavy clouds is a 4. So we have 1. Oh, sorry. A 4, yeah. 1. So 1 die against each. So Oswald, nothing. Werner, nothing. Joseph, nothing. And 2-seater, nothing. And we diddly bop across the no man's land into our trench lines. Still 9 to 12. And we do have an event. It's an 11, which again is ground targets, but I'm not worried about that because we're in my trenches for a start and I'm not going to be attacking anything. So that is that. We move over into our balloon barrage, and we have a 11 or 12, so an 11 in the rear. Why am I saying that? Sorry, I've been screwing up. I've just been reading this instead of rolling for what the bloody thing is. So, yeah, we could have screwed up over here and got attacked, but I've just caught it now. I'm going to keep going. So we'll roll for what it is, and it's a 10. In the friendly rear is enemy fighters, so we'll do that. I'm terribly sorry. 3 enemy fighters, so let's grab them out. We get Andrew, Edward, Andrew's a 1, Edward's a 2, and James is a 1. So they've sent out some of their varsity, that's for sure. Right. Oh, so looking at the detection check, we roll a 9. And on a 9, our best skill is a 1, makes 10. Their best skill is a 2, makes 8. And we have a 2-seater, makes 7. 7 to 8, no advantage, and combat occurs. So let's come back over here. Combat is going to occur whether we wanted it to or not. Okay, so let's put out the Tommies first. So we got Edward, who's a 7, and 2 is 9. And 1 is 10. Got to be happy with that. James, who's a 8 as well. And 4 is 12. And Andrew, who's an 8 as well. And 5 is 13. And then we've got our poor little people here. We have Oswald, who's an 8. And 3 is 11. We have Werner, who is an 8. And 6 is 14. We have Joseph, who's an 8. And 5 is 13. And we have our little 2-seater, who's a 4. And 4 is 8. Righto. So first one up is going to be Werner attacking Andrew. So he's going to get 2 die plus 1. So he gets 2, 3 potential hits. 1 die plus 2. 2 and 2 is 4. Werner shakes his head and rolls away. Next up is Joseph against James. Again, 2 die plus 1s. He gets 2 hits, 2 potential hits. 1 die plus 1. 4 and 1 is 5. Joseph shakes his head as well, climbs away. Andrew is now attacking Oswald at range 2. So he's going to get 2 die, and he's plus 1s. So he gets 1, 2 potential hits. 1 die plus 1. 1 plus 1 is nothing. Andrew as well is not happy and goes away. James is now attacking with 2 die plus 1. And he gets 2 potential hits. 1 die plus 1. And he shakes his head as well as he pulls away, which gives us Oswald now against Edward. We need to try and knock Edward down before he shoots down our 2-seater. So again, we're only 1 away, so 2 die plus 1, which gives us 2, 3 potential hits. 1 die plus 2. 2 and 2 is 4. Everybody's firing is off. It must be the heavy clouds as they jink and all the rest of it. Okay, 2-seater and Edward. They're 2 apart, so we get 3 defensive die first. No modifier, looking for 5s. Oops, threw 1 away. We've got 1 5, 1 potential hit, no modifier. Oh, we got him! So he is going to be injured, damaged. He's got 2 die coming back, and he's plus 2s. Which, oh, thank God he's got inferior Entente guns at the moment. So 2 potential hits. 1 die plus 1. 2 plus 1 is nothing. So the 2-seater's the only one that got a bit of a shot in there. We go to round 2. Check for an event. A 5. 5, and we are in the friendly rear. So that's plus 1 is 6. Nothing else happening. So enemy aircraft remain for another combat round. So let's put us out first. Okay, Werner, 8 plus 1 is 9. Ah, not real good. Joseph, 8 plus 1 is 9. Our people are not feeling happy at all. Well, they've gone a long way. They're tired, they're cold, they're hungry, and all they want to do is get back to an airfield. Oswald, an 8 plus 1. My God. And our little two-seater, 4 plus 5 is 9. All of our planes are in the 9 box. What are you... Let's make a bit of room in case somebody else wants to come in here. Well, there we are. Okay. So first up we have Andrew. He is a 7 and 1 is 8 and 2 is 10. James, who's an 8 as well, and 5 is 13. Edward, who is now damaged, so he is a 5 plus 2 is 7. And 3 is 10. So even he's better than us. We're not going to get to attack anybody this time. They are just all over us, swarming us. Okay, so James first. He's going to try and shoot down. Now, what's the best thing for him to shoot down, realistically? Each friendly two-seater destroyed -3. If he shoots down any of my pilots, it's still going to be a -3 because it's 2 for the aircraft and 1 for the air level. So they're all the same. So I'm going to roll a D8 and we will go... because the only one that can shoot back is the two-seater. So let's give him the choice. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. He's going for 2. So he's going for Joseph. Okay, so 13 to 9 is 4. He gets 3 attacking die. And he is +1. Which gives him 1, 2, 3 potential hits. So 1 die plus 2 is a 5, does nothing. And he flies back. Next up is Edward, who has the best skill. Again, we will roll the die 8. 4, so it's going to be Oswald. And he has 2 attacking die, being 1 away, at Oswald with a +2. Which gives him 1, 2 potential hits, 1 die plus 1 at Oswald. 6 and 1 is 7, which is enough to damage Oswald. And he flies away. And lucky last is Andrew. Again, our die 8. Well, in fact, I think it's only fair for him to try and take out the damaged guy. So that's how I'm going to do it. So 2 die for him +1. And he gets 1 potential hit. A 6 is the only thing that will do any good. Oh, he came bloody close. Okay. We go to round 3, which now puts us down 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 down is 5. -1 is 4. And we need 3 to get home. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, we got 4 left. Okay. So our aircraft come back down here. We roll for a flight event. We get a 9. A 9 in the friendly rear is a 10. All enemy aircraft depart. And we are happy about that. We would have liked to have knocked Edward out, but it's not going to happen. So we'll bring our undamaged aircraft and the two-seater up, and Oswald we will put over here to remind us that we need to roll for him. Okay, so we move into the clear. We do our damaged aircraft roll, and it's 4, which is good. I can bring that over a bit more for you. We look for a flight event. A 9, we need 11 or 12 for that. We move 1 more. We do our damaged aircraft check, and he's good. Flight event is a 9, but again, nothing there. And we move into airfield C. We do our damaged aircraft check, and that fails. So we roll up on what's going to happen to him. We get a 10, plus his air skill makes it an 11. He remains in flight. So he got there, and then we do our flight event check, a 9, and nothing happens there. Okay, so we're going to lose 1 MP for that. Okay, let's come back over here. So Oswald will go into here. Our 2 fighters were not damaged. We'll go into there. Our 2-seater will go home. We can come up here. 2-seater, here you go. There we are. Okay, we lose 1. We had 9. We lose 1. We're down to 8. So we can't do anything much. We're going to repair Oswald. Ernst comes back. Ernst Udet. And we have 8 left. We've got nobody to upskill or anything else. So the only thing we can do is spend 4 for 2 victory points, taking us to 17, which leaves us 4 that we can't do anything with. So we lost them. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Okay, so we were just lucky that we actually had those 5 from shooting down that heavy bomber over our airfield in the last mission. Righto, so next thing we have to do is moving on to mission 9 is we have to roll for an airfield again. So we get 1. So we're actually going to move up to airfield A. So now we need to roll to see if anything's going to change. Are we staying with the Tommies, or are we going to get the French? So it's 1 to 4 for the Tommies and 5 or 6 for the French. And we get a 5. So we're actually going to come up against the French for the next mission. So there you go. Well, for the rest of these missions. So half the campaign was against the Tommies, and the other half is going to be against the French. Okay, sorry, we need to post unreliable engines. Faulty engines make aircraft unavailable for the next mission. Roll 1 die 3 and move that number of ready aircraft of your choice to the recovery. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, 1 die 3. 2. We're going to lose 2 aircraft for the next mission. I don't know what the mission's going to be. I've got 3 double zeros. So I'm going to move Kurt and Otto into recovery. And Oswald's in there as well. So we now have 5 aircraft remaining. Okay. Coming on back. Nearly forgot to do that. My apologies. Our next mission is going to be a defensive patrol with 4 fighters in the balloon area, sectors A to C. So it's just as well we moved up here. That actually works out, doesn't it? Okay, so this will be our first waypoint, of course, because we've got to do balloons. Oh, I used the other dice over there, didn't I? I'll use up my made-up solo dice. So we're coming down here, and we're coming down here, and then we've got to come back around here and then fly on home. What else can I put there? Whoa, let's put there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, blah. Home again. 4 fighters. Defensive patrol. Let's just put that there, ready to go. Turn this around like that, ready to go. And we've got a 2, a 1, a 1, a 0, and a 0. So Ernst has had a rest. He can come out. Joseph, yes. Fritz and Heinrich. And we'll leave Werner there. He can have a talk to Sergeant Schultz. Sorry. And go from there. So that's it. I will pull the French out and put the Brits away, and that'll be something different for this game, which we haven't had yet. It's all been against the Tommies, but not anymore. Take care. Bye for now.